controversial 90-day Fiancé star accused of luring her partner into an open marriage. A 90-day fiancé happily ever after? Star is claiming that his now ex did him dirty by tricking him into participating in an open marriage. Yes, Gino Palazzolo's sounding off about Jasmine Pineda, painting her as a crass manipulator. Of course, Jasmine's denying the allegations. He also said he didn't want to formally end their divorce until his financial situation improved, as he was worried about the recession, as per the July 27th episode. There's no hard proof that Jasmine was duped. All Gino really said during a Happily Ever After episode, which aired on July 27, was that he was, yes, Gino feels duped. But that doesn't mean that the boundaries weren't clear. Before he made his latest remark, he let the world know he didn't believe Jasmine had been faithful to him. This is the real reason why he thinks he's been tricked. He believes he has proof that Jasmine cheated on him before she asked to change their relationship from closed to open. Gino says he has the receipts to prove it, but he's talking about phone records, and that isn't really conclusive proof of anything. Placing phone calls doesn't necessarily mean that someone is a cheater. People can chat without it being romantic. Nonetheless, he felt betrayed, and that was really the final nail in the coffin of their relationship. Gino wanted out, sparking their controversial divorce, which took place in December 2023. However, before he accused her of tricking him, Gino considered Jasmine a cheater. In fact, at a tell-all, his bro Rob Warren humiliated a pregnant Jasmine by saying that she was a man-hating woman who mistreated Gino. That caused quite a scandal, especially as she was in a vulnerable position, as she was expecting a baby. Jasmine may be the villain with Gino, but as seen above via her Instagram, she's enjoying life with her new partner most of the time. However, until more information surfaces, there's still a question mark as to the accuracy of Gino's wild claims. He is bitter after all. Jasmine's often painted as a villain for pursuing a romance with Matt Bronies, aka Matt Brennisterianu. He is currently 37 years old. However, to be fair to her, a person needs to look at both sides. That means considering the fact that Jasmine repeatedly tried to get intimate with her now ex, Gino, only to be rebuffed. She found that kind of rejection humiliating, so is it any surprise that she looked around for something better? Of course not. Jasmine's new life with Matt isn't perfect, but maybe it's progress. The two share a baby daughter named Matilda. Their child was born on March 25th, 2025. While the two don't seem to be madly in love, they're working on their relationship, and Jasmine recently praised Matt for taking care of the baby while she earned money. With Gino and Jasmine, there was so much criticism. They fought and never really seemed to be totally in tune. Jasmine was perceived as a gold digger, while Gino was seen as a man too blinded by Jasmine's glamour to really understand who she was. However, his lack of passion for her was an issue that wasn't her fault. She was always trying to spice up their love life, and he didn't really seem to be interested. Their emotional link grew weaker over time, and that lack of connection surfaced in the bedroom too, pulling them further apart. The 90-day fiancé happily ever after? Star Gino has issues, but maybe he should just move on. In the ever-twisting world of 90-day fiancé, where culture clashes and emotional fireworks fuel reality TV magic, a new scandal has erupted, one that even longtime fans are calling next-level shocking. This time, the controversy centers around Danica Stone, a polarizing new cast member who's made headlines not just for her dramatic flair, but now for allegedly coercing her partner into an open marriage he claims he never truly wanted. Danica, a 34-year-old tattooed entrepreneur from Austin, Texas, first caught the viewer's attention with her fiery personality, sultry confidence, and unconventional views on love. She arrived on the show with 27-year-old Luka Petrovic, a reserved software engineer from Serbia. Fans were initially intrigued by the couple's odd couple chemistry. Danica was outspoken, free-spirited, and openly flirtatious, while Luka seemed timid, stoic, and far more conservative in his approach to relationships. But their romance has quickly become one of the most divisive storylines of the season. Whispers of manipulation. The drama exploded in episode 8 of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, when Danica casually dropped a bombshell during a wine-fueled dinner party. "We're in an open marriage now," she announced with a wide grin, to the stunned gasps of the other couples. Luca, sitting stiffly beside her, gave a tight smile, but his eyes told a different story. Within hours of the episode airing, social media erupted with speculation that Luca wasn't fully on board with this arrangement. A now viral TikTok video broke down Luca's body language frame by frame, with captions like "blink twice if you're being emotionally blackmailed." The Reddit thread, r/90 Day Fiancé Unfiltered, lit up with accusations that Danica had slowly worn him down, until he felt he had no choice but to agree to her terms. She used therapy speak and new age conscious love lingo to guilt him into it, one user wrote. It wasn't a mutual decision. It was strategic pressure masked as enlightenment. Luca's quiet cries for help? In a rare solo confessional that was aired in the following week's episode, Luca admitted to the cameras, "I didn't grow up with this idea of love. In Serbia, marriage means loyalty. One person. Forever. But Danica says I have to expand my understanding of love if I want to keep her." He looked down, his voice cracking. "I don't want to lose her, so I say yes." That single quote sparked an online firestorm. Fans accused producers of turning a blind eye to what appeared to be emotional coercion. Others pointed out that Luca's visa status and fear of being sent back home could have played into his compliance. She basically told him, "Agree to an open marriage or go back to Serbia," another fan tweeted. "That's not freedom. That's manipulation with a legal leash." Danica fights back. Never one to shy away from controversy, Danica fired back in a defiant Instagram live session that has since been watched over 1.2 million times. "Y'all need to chill," she said, sitting on a velvet couch with a glass of kombucha in hand. "I didn't lure anyone into anything. Luca's a grown man. We had open conversations about what love looks like to both of us. Just because your Midwestern Aunt Karen can't wrap her head around it doesn't mean it's wrong." She insisted that Luca was more sexually curious than he lets on, and even claimed he was the one who first brought up polyamory after reading a book she left on the coffee table. But viewers weren't buying it. "She's gaslighting everyone, including herself," wrote a commenter. "Just because you frame it with spirituality and higher consciousness doesn't mean it's not emotional manipulation." Family intervention. The situation escalated even further when Luca's cousin Yelena arrived in Texas for a surprise visit. In a tense family dinner filmed for the show, Yelena confronted Danica.